Okay, welcome back to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy XIV on the PC. We're back in ISHGARD now. We had our little excursion, with, like, the Minfilia crisis and all that, but now we have a crisis back in ISHGARD. These tensions are really getting hot. People are not happy with the way this country is being run. And we're just kind of sick of it. Consequences. Lord Archwell and the first commander should have returned by now. The tavern, then. Their first order of business will be to speak with Lord Amanalaine, and I somehow doubt that he has moved an ilm since last we saw him. My apologies, Mangg. I bear full responsibility for this debacle. There will be time for that later. I, for one, am more concerned about picking up the pieces. What do we do? What do we know? According to initial reports, the protest was orchestrated by the young woman whom Lord Amanalaine ordered shot. She and her conspirators infiltrated Falcon's Nest, posing as servants and guests. Several were taken alive. Others resisted and were struck down. Still others took their own lives. Our forces suffered casualties as well, but by the grace of the Fury, no civilians were seriously injured. Still more remarkably, their ringleader yet lives, for the time being at least. The Keorgians are doing what they can for her, but she may not live through the night. Given their impeccable timing, it is like that the convictors who drew us away from the hamlet were in league with the protesters. Accordingly, we have detained them for questioning. I'll be sworn that these villains spent as much effort plotting the failure of this peace conference as we did its success. Well, if the mood of the hamlet is any indication, theirs have been the more fruitful labors. In the wake of the protest, the people seem disillusioned. You spoke with them, then? I see. Sir Emmerich placed his trust in me. It will be difficult to explain what has happened here. Remember how far we have come, First Commander. The people's faith may be shaken, but we convinced them before, and will do so again. If we can but find a means to remind them, to show them once more the promise that change holds for all, then this tragedy too shall pass into the past. We must pray that you are right. Nevertheless, for the time being, I have no choice but to suspend the peace conference, pending Sir Emmerich's final decision. Under the circumstances, I cannot leave Falcon's Nest. Mangg, will you deliver my report to the Lord Commander in my stead? Get up, Amanalaine. You're going with him. Go on without me. I was not asking. You will answer for your actions, in person. Is that clear? Yes, my lord. Come, Honoroi. Your manservant is not here. In fact, I have not seen him for some time. Honoroi? Honoroi! I could have sworn he was. Search for Honoroi. Where you at? Where you at, boy? Searching high and low for your ass. There's a quivering kitten up here. What the fuck? The suspiciously coral-like kitten peers over the ledge apprehensively. Okay, is this what this quest is? Okay. I don't normally do side quests, but we had to rescue this cat. Wow, that's a big-ass cat. Why would this be a coerl? It looks exactly like a cat. Coerls have like tentacles out of their face. I don't know. I don't know, Mangg. Get your monocle checked. Anyways. Cat saved. We can continue our search for Honoroi. There he is.
Honoroi!
Honoroi.
No, no. What have they done to you? Honoroi! Honoroi!
Is that you, my lord? You seem rather flustered.
Because of you, you imbecile! What in the seven hells happened to you?
My apologies. Some few of the guests expressed a wish to leave, and I implored them to stay. It would seem they took issue with my request.
Oh, gods forgive me. If I had only been more careful with my words.
Do not blame yourself, my lord. I know that you and your brother have ISHGARD's best interests at heart. That poor woman. She lives in the past, clinging to the memories of the lost. But the future holds so much promise, so much joy. And you know that better than any.
Honoroi?
Calm yourself. The boy will live. But it's imperative we get him inside and into the care of a chirurgeon without delay.
Chirurgeon. Oh yeah, I guess it does have the R before the UR. Okay. Chirurgeon.
Oh, we were so close! Why does it all have to fall to pieces? Don't they want to live in peace? Don't they want to be happy? We all want the same thing! And still it falls to pieces! Tell me, what was I supposed to do? Someone, anyone, tell me, what was I supposed to do?
Stop looking to others. You make your choice and you live with the consequences.
Wow, that was really fucking loud. Apologize.
And what would you know about consequences? You who always know just what to say and just what to do. Your every deed is greeted with a round of applause.
God damn.
You know nothing about me. I have fought tooth and nail for the people I hold dear. Done everything in my power to save them. And I have failed. Learn to live with it. I have.
Okay. Tensions are high all around, baby. And Mangg in his dapper uniform stuck in the middle. I may have overreacted, but it needed to be done. He was becoming hysterical. I understand the desire to look for reasons, for excuses, to convince yourself you had no choice. But the past is the past, and there is naught to be gained from reliving your mistakes. I know this. I know this. But he... Okay, they're handing out 240 weapons. Not that I really need any of this shit. I have no desire to wait for the lordling to emerge from his puddle of self-pity. We have important matters to attend to in ISHGARD. There you have it. Yeah, I sort of feel like... You know, they released... I think, like... If I was just playing the game, like, and I was up to date, and they released a new patch, I'd be really excited to go through, like, these 10, 12 quests. But, in, you know, doing old content now, and I have to do this all at once, I feel like it would probably be better just to be a cinematic. Like, if they just released, like, an hour-long cutscene, that would probably be better. I mean, you have the dungeons mixed in there, and probably, I don't even know if an hour would cut it. You'd miss out on some dialogue there, and some atmosphere, things like that. But mostly these quests are just bouncing from dialogue to dialogue to dialogue. Unless you do a dungeon. Or a trial. Word of the demonstration and its resolution outstripped you, Mangg. Every man, woman, and child of ISHGARD has heard the tale. 'Tis rumored that my youngest lack of judgment was to blame. Of course, such stories are prone to exaggeration. What exactly came to pass? Yeah, that's pretty much it. I see. So that is the truth of it. Regardless of his intent, the result is undeniable. He has furthered the cause of those misguided few who cannot let go of the past. In an instant, the delicate peace we were poised to forge is once more beyond us. To dwell so deeply on the war and the vengeance it begets, only for that too to be taken away. Is it any wonder that they were left bereft? For what was this sacrifice? Have we naught to show for our suffering? I thought peace a sufficient salve, but mayhap I was mistaken. We are warriors, Lord Edmund, and ours is a nation built on centuries of warfare. Right or wrong, this is who we are, and we deny it at our peril. To hold on to the past without being beholden to it. Aye, we must needs find a way to honor the sacrifice of our forefathers, without glorifying in their excesses. A difficult path, to be sure. We dare not deny the scars which mar our nation's soul, lest we spur other disillusioned souls to retrace them. But as you say, we dare not revel in past glories either, for they are tainted all. A clear, unambiguous enemy, and an undeniably righteous cause. 'Tis a bitter reflection, but lies though they were, they did long serve to unite us. No truth will ever serve as well, I fear. Yet, we are not without options. At our last meeting, a proposal was tabled by the other members of the Eorzean Alliance for joint military exercises to strengthen the ties between our nations and test our readiness to meet with a common threat. I had thought to delay these exercises until after the peace conference, but mayhap a grand melee would be just the thing to lift our beleaguered spirits. Better still, an occasion for the Temple Knights and the Watch to take the field as allies, A unified Ishgardian force filled with men and women from all walks of life, which would stand against a coalition of the allied nations' finest. Hosted by Ishgard in the shadow of the Gates of Judgment. A victory under such circumstances would serve as a reaffirmation, nay, a declaration, to all and sundry that we are as strong and united as ever. Such a victory would do much to fan the flames of patriotism, it is true. But if we should be defeated, though even to hold our own against the cream of 3 nations might be presented as a triumph. The cream of 3 nations. Very well, you may count on my support for what little it is worth. However, I have a request. I would have my son Amanelain take part in the grand melee. By his deeds has he brought shame upon Ishgard, and so by his deeds I would have him bring our nation honor. As you wish, my lord. If that is his desire, then it shall be so. Now then, we have no time to lose. Mangg, would you be so kind as to deliver my instructions to Lucia? I shall write to the Alliance leaders at once and begin making arrangements for the grand melee. Should you chance to see my son, pray inform him of his duty. If he has not already returned, he will soon enough, making every effort to avoid me. Nod. A grand melee. That is their solution. A grand melee to unite the people. And what part would they have you play in this affair, I wonder? You, whom they've taken into their confidence, upon whom they have come so heavily to rely. And will you oblige them when the proposition is made? Will you stand for Ishgard once more? It is getting to be a bit much, isn't it? You say that, and yet here you are. Here we are. This is, after all, the life we chose. In any event, let us not forget that the Ascians sought to profit from this war. To put an end to it is to put an end to their plot, and that, my friend, is ever a worthy cause. So for this grand melee of his, Sir Emmerich wishes to field a force comprising both his Temple Knights and Hilda's Watch, yes? I can only imagine what she will have to say about that. In fact, curiosity compels me to go and see for myself. Alright, Lucia. Well met, Mangg. Have you spoken with Sir Emmerich? Yep. I was aware of the Alliance's request. So, Sir Emmerich would turn these exercises into a spectacle for the masses. It is not that I doubt the efficacy of such a plan. Indeed, I know its effectiveness only too well, having witnessed it firsthand. Nevertheless, he has not once given me reason to doubt his intentions, and these are desperate times indeed. I will select knights for the event forthwith. As for the watch... Did he now? How considerate of Master Thancred to seek out our young watch commander of his own volition. Alas, he acted prematurely. Pray deliver this list of watch candidates to Hilda. I would have her best men, not her most dispensable. Thancred's been telling me all about Sir Emmerich's grand soiree. Seems we're expected to join in. It's nice of him to invite us and all, but I hope he knows what he's doing, because we ain't dressed to dance with professional bleeding soldiers. Well, well, seems the first commander's gone and handpicked her guests. Can't say I disagree with her choices, though. She's got a good eye. Will you be fighting too? Reckon it'd inspire the lads if you were. Might take their minds off getting their hides tanned and all. Think about it, eh? I hate to ask, but you haven't seen our favorite lordling, have you? I thought not. On the assumption that he is not to be found in his father's loving embrace, I suggest we split up and look for him. I will search foundation, and you the pillars. Okay. jeweled crozier, of course. His favorite hangout. I carried Honoroi to the manor. Our best Chirurgeons are tending to him as we speak. He has yet to wake, but surely he will. The father has volunteered me for this grand melee of theirs. My beloved family, always making my decisions for me. No, it's not like that. It's just... Oh, you wouldn't understand. How could you? You are free to be the man you want to be, whereas I am a son of House Fortemps, don't you see? My future was determined before I was born. What I could and could not do. Right or wrong, that was the way of it. Until the old order began to crumble. Now we wander amidst the rubble, searching for a purpose, for a place. All around me, brave men and women rise to the occasion. With faith and conviction, they dedicate themselves to their causes, but not I. I was terrified of making the wrong choice, which is why I let better men make them for me. Do this, do that, take this duty, guard this conference. I suppose I had convinced myself I was above it, until your friend showed me otherwise. When I saw Honoroi, I wanted to scream. I wanted someone to blame, but in the end there was only me. Only me. So you see, I cannot meekly bow my head and accept Father's command. Such cowardice is what brought me to this point. I will go to Sir Emmerich and I will make my own decision. Okay, but not doing it seems pretty cowardly. So... The Forgotten Knight. I don't know why I would specifically fight for ISHGARD. I mean, sort of, have ties to all the countries, all the city-states. I don't think I should really participate at all. I should be pretty impartial.
Lord Commander, if I may? I wish to speak with you before the Grand Melee.
Proceed.
How do you do it, my lord? How do you lead with such certainty, when so many of our countrymen will not hear of peace with the Dravanians? Some of them hate you almost as much as the dragons themselves. They decry you as a patricide in the streets. They even tried to kill you, for God's sakes. Yet still you march on, undaunted, where no archbishop dared to tread. What is your secret? Where do you find the strength?
For centuries, our nation has been punished for the sins of our forefathers. If our punishment is to end, I believe we must right the wrongs of antiquity and move forward as a nation united. Needless to say, my father did not share this opinion. He did not believe the people strong enough to bring about their own deliverance, trusting only in himself. Tyranny seemed to him the only solution. But I have faith in the people, Lord Amanalain. I have faith that they will weather this storm and overcome every trial we set before them. Many have fought and died to see this blight upon our nation's history cleansed, and I would not let their sacrifices be in vain. Though we invite reprisals, the risk is worth the reward.
I want to believe. I do. Lord Commander, through my careless orders, a pall has been cast over these proceedings, and I beg the opportunity to make amends. I, Amanalaine de Forton, do hereby request leave to take part in the grand melee.
Who am I to deny such a heartfelt plea? We would be honored to have you join the fray, my lord.
You will take charge of the ISHGARDian forces.
For all my other responsibilities, I am still Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and I would not soon yield this duty to another.
The esteemed Sir Emeric leading the Temple Knights and the Watch into battle along with my youngest. I could wish for no more.
Then you wish for too little, my lord. There is another who might yet join the fray. An indispensable ally to whom we owe much and more. An adventurer beholden to none, who nevertheless chose to champion our cause, who has shared in our suffering and in our glory. A warrior without equal, who I am privileged to call a friend. There is no one I would rather have fighting by my side. I ask this in full knowledge of your obligations, and will not think less of you should you refuse. But if your conscience will allow it, might you oblige me, my friend, one more time?
Oh, they get the nod.
Together we shall give the people a spectacle for the ages, a celebration to mark the dawning of a new era.
Still don't think I should do it, but I don't have a choice. Gods help me, I think it might be love. Dare say it might be cheating, too. Your mere presence is enough to turn the tide of most battles. And did you see the way his eyes lit up when you nodded? It was a look of boundless relief and joy. One would think a politician more practiced at concealing his emotion. Still, his honesty does him credit. For a moment I was very inspired to pledge myself to the cause, but that would be improper. This is their fight, and yours, but not mine. Not really mine either, but what you gonna do? I don't use any of this stuff. I'm gonna take the money. Spectacle for the ages. Sir Emeric informs me that the Alliance leaders have agreed to his proposal. The Grand Melee will be held here, in the shadow of the Gates of Judgment, and in sight of the capital. An announcement has been made, and Allied forces are currently en route. The eyes of ISHGARD are upon us, Mangg. We must not fail. Rare opportunity to see you pitch yourself against Allied forces, outside of Cartino, perhaps. I would not miss this for the world. Gates of Judgment. Well, I mean, if we're gonna get into a grand melee, we're gonna be dancing. Nope, nope. What are you doing? Whoa, I was on autopilot there. There he is. I say, when you didn't appear, I began to question. Nothing. Never mind. To think that we are mere moments away from facing the cream of Eorzea's soldiery in battle. That I am mere... but what if... Oh, what am I saying? I have to stop imagining the worst. I must think of the victory, of the glory, of the stories I will tell Anarwa when he awakes. I'm ready, old boy. Are you? Oh, I'm ready. By the Fury, how could I forget? Father bid me present this to you. I know it is sudden, but we believe the men would find it inspiring if you bore the colors of House Portome into battle. Pray do us this honor. During the Grand Melee, some of your gear will be glamored. Okay. That's fine with me, as long as it looks cool. Nice.
Let all here present heed well the rules of engagement.
The Grand Melee is a large-scale battle in which an allied company of Uldan, Gridanian, and Lominsan forces will be pitted against a company of ISHGARDian forces. When a combatant is incapacitated, the opposing company will be awarded tactical points. The first company to attain the designated tactical rating of 100 points is declared the victor. Okay, so it's team deathmatch. During the Grand Melee, officiants may mark certain combatants with the Fury's gaze, which will be indicated by an ethereal tether linking them to their company's flag. While defeating most combatants will award your company 1 tactical point, defeating marked combatants will award your company 10 tactical points. But they get enhanced attributes, making them more difficult to defeat. That's the key to victory.
For the honor and the glory of ISHGARD.
All is ready then. Very well. Brave men and women of the Eorzean Alliance, let the Grand Melee begin!
I like that Raoban still getting in the mix. Even with one arm. Alrighty. Let's dance. I mean, all I have to do is just AoE everything. We already have 20 points.
For ISHGARD!
I feel like the Warrior of Light's a little OP in this sort of competition. Oh, yep, fan dance that up.
Is that all you've got?
Hold on, let's dance a little bit more. I mean, yeah, we're not gonna lose. Dance. 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 Oh, yeah. Alright, really, we just have to kill the connected person, the tethered person. You dead, my friend. Okay, they don't have any more tethers. Then we'll AoE! Oh my god, look at all this AoE. AoE, AoE, AoE. And a 1, and a 2, and a dance. Haha. Ha ha ha. 66 points. They definitely cut us off of getting tether points. Oh, there we go. Who's that? Who's that? Who's that getting tethered?
It ends here!
Right there!
Okay, how about a 1 and a 2 and a dance? So satisfying. $81 points. 92 points. All we need is one more tether. Done. What the fuck? Cyclops! Cyclops! Everyone on your guard! All forces, fall back. Continue the melee. I will deal with him. Daft sod. You heard the man, back to it. All forces, form a line on Mangg, now! Oh, I'm fucking tethered, baby. God damn. Raubon's fucking raid boss. Oh yeah. You ready for my dance moves? Well met, I will not lie. I was hoping it would come to this. So then, shall we dance? Oh, he knows! He knows! Damn it all. He knows what's gonna happen. We shall dance, my friend. We shall dance good. Alright. A 1 and a 2 and a dance. Okay, we can do the shield samba. Oh, he's popping out AoEs, huh? I don't need any of that nonsense to kick your ass. Keep up, keep up, keep up. And a 1 and a 2 and a dance. Nope, nope, nope. Dude, I'm the fucking warrior of light, man. I mean, I probably should, like, destroy his swords, but fuck it. I want to see what happens. I mean, I might just kill him before then. Especially if I dance. He did. Okay, he almost got me.
Did he win? Then we...
Victory is ours! ISHGARD! ISHGARD! Well fought, my friend. You truly are the warrior of warriors. Thank the Fury you were on our side.
Oh, my lungs are burning, and I can barely stand. I didn't think I could do it, but then I did. We did. We faced the Alliance's best, and together, with one heart, with one purpose, we prevailed. After 1,000 years of hardship, of strife and bloodshed, we are strong enough to rise to any challenge, be it on the battlefield or beyond. The future holds so much promise, so much joy. We need only show them the way.
A truly magnificent display, Sir Knight. While doubtless less than pleased, I am quite sure the Grand Companies are honored to have been bested by such valiant warriors.
The honor was ours, Your Grace.
I am pleased to see that ISHGARD's proud martial tradition is being upheld. When the time comes, I trust you will fight alongside your brothers and sisters in the Eorzean Alliance with the same fervor you displayed in opposing them. I note that our friend elected to take the field in ISHGARDian colors.
At my behest, Your Grace. If we have given offense, the blame lies with me.
Fear not, Sir Knight. It was a surprise, nothing more. And any hint of ill feeling was thoroughly dispelled by the spectacle of our mutual friend's duel with General Rauban. On the subject of surprises, I could not help but marvel at the passion and unity of purpose displayed by your countrymen, given the troubling reports we have received of late.
I shall take that as a compliment, Your Grace. The events to which you allude are the price of change. The end of the Dragonsong War marks the beginning of a new era for our nation, and for the people, high and lowborn alike, who will lead her into the future.
Ah, yes. The people. Change is indeed a perilous thing, for we who seek it, and they who fear it. I shall pray for ISHGARD, and for you.
Well, that made for a refreshing change. Congratulations on your victory, by the way. ISHGARDians certainly seem happy with themselves. I, for my part, am merely glad you did not strain anything in the process of single-handedly winning the battle for them. Tis but a scratch, I assure you, and I will not suffer you to worry over me. Not when we have a dozen far more important concerns. Make that 2 dozen. Still, as Y'shtola never tires of telling me, we can but face them head-on, one at a time. One day at a time, as Minfilia would have done.
I did win that battle single-handedly, didn't I? Balls. I'd forgotten what it was like to feel so alive. Not since leaving the Blood Sands have I had the privilege. Not since the Bull of Alamigo hung up his swords. Back then, the outcome might have been different, but I do not begrudge you your victory. I know how far you have come, how much you have endured. Our fight only confirmed it. We shall have to do this again one day, when time allows. I shall look forward to it. Now go. Go to the ISHGARDians and celebrate your victory. You have earned it. Come, Pippin. Her Grace is expecting us. Lead on, Father. That's your mom. You know it. You know it's true. Alright. Out of our fighting clothes into our formal wear. Said your goodbyes. In all the years I've known Rauban, I cannot recall ever seeing him look so happy in defeat. Well, everything seems to be falling into place, does it not? The ISHGARDians have claimed their symbolic victory, and the Eorzean alliance has been strengthened in the process. Be proud, Mangg. You made this happen. I did, didn't I? Nothing really matters. I think I'll also take money. Learn the emote victory. Slash victory. Okay. How do you... Where are emotes at? Oh, that's probably under abilities. I don't even know where you look at all your emotes. That's a good question. Oh, emotes. General, special, general, victory, /V pose. Celebrate victory by writing in my book and then giving a little bow. Okay, interesting. There's a lot of them, huh? Air quotes. Yeah, okay. Flash air quotes, of course. Alright, anyways. For those we can yet save. We have done it. Nay, you have done it. You have brought us the victory we so desperately needed. There is naught left but to return to the capital. Come, let us see what reception awaits us.
My lord!
Honorwa, my boy. Shouldn't you be in bed?
Thank you for your concern, my lord. But I have largely recovered from my ordeal, and I have naught but several scars to show for it, which I have been told some women may find appealing.
I see. And to think I was worried sick over you.
I'm not sure I understand, my lord.
Well, let's put that theory to the proof, shall we?
My lord?
'Twould seem that a great many things have occurred in my absence. I thought I might begin to make amends by welcoming you in person.
The messengers spared not their chocobos to bring us word of your victory in the grand melee. I cannot well describe our elation when we heard the news. It called to mind the day we rejoined the Eorzean alliance, when I glimpsed hope rekindled in the eyes of the people.
The Fury herself ushers us into a new era. Sir Emmerich, the time is now.
Aye, that it is. Reconvene the conference and summon Vidofnir to Falcon's Nest. We will make peace with Hraesvelga's brood and hasten this bloody war to its end.
Yes, Lord Commander.
I will send word to Artoirel and bid him resume preparations. Emmanuelaine, you will place yourself at your brother's disposal. He will be glad of your assistance.
No stopping it now, is there? We should inform Y'shtola and the others.
My dear friend, I doubt I will ever be able to thank you enough. But when the conference is successfully concluded, I damn well mean to try.
I feel like it's been like a day since we since we last tried the conference. But that's probably not accurate. They say you dueled General Ramban within a ring of flames. I did not think the man so ostentatious. Would that I could have seen it. After we parted ways in Pontoya's cave, I returned here to speak with Tataru. We agreed to tell the others only that our search for Minfilia had reached an impasse. I subsequently learned that you had left for Falcon's Nest, but I thought it best to keep to myself for a time. I am wont to rely on you overmuch when we are together, and I needed to think, to reflect. I still do, I suspect, but matters here seem to be coming to a head. In short, there are some things I feel I must say, though nothing so urgent that it cannot wait until after the conference. So let us make for Falcon's Nest and see if Lord Artoirel has need of our assistance. You got things to say to me, boy? He does tend to rely on me overmuch. Well met, Master Mangg, and thank you for looking after my brother. They say he fought bravely, that he did not dishonor his house. But you, my lord, to you we owe everything. As you can see, we have made every effort to strike while the iron is hot. We made our intentions known, and that all would be welcome to attend. And so they came. By the grace of the Fury, they came. The ceremony will not be a lengthy affair, but there is still much to be done. I would speak with you more, but I must see to my duties. As for you and Master Alphino, you will do naught but enjoy yourselves, is that clear? If any dare beg your assistance again, I will have words. That's what I like to hear, baby. Well, there you have it. We have been forbidden from meddling. Shall we wait, or have you other matters to attend to before the ceremony begins? Let's do it. Excellent. I only hope Thancred and the others will not be late. Epochal events do not come around very often. Okay.
The appointed hour approaches.
Aye.
She begged leave to watch the proceedings. I saw no reason not to grant it.
Should I choose to deviate from my prepared remarks, I ask that you trust in my judgment.
Have I ever done otherwise?
Look!
The White Dragon!
Ah, how long it hath been since our peoples met thus, children of Thordan, even by our reckoning.
Vidofnir, daughter of Hraesvelga, we give thanks for your visit, and bid you welcome to Falcon's Nest.
Our sire bade us hearken unto the whispers of our hearts. They spoke to us of a paradise lost, of bonds of brotherhood which they yearned to see restored.
Ours too yearn for such a restoration, and they have guided us here this day, that they might yearn no longer. Brothers and sisters, ye who stand as witness, hearken to me. Since the days of Eld, when the bonds betwixt man and dragon were sundered by our hand, our peoples have known only war. Bloodshed without end, losses beyond counting, and still we fought. And still we fought. Some wounds do not heal. The dead cannot be returned to us. But we, the living, can yet choose another course. Here and now, we can lay down this burden, this hatred, this vengeance. Our forebears fought not so that we could die, but that we might live. So let us honor their sacrifice and spare our children this death sentence. Let us gift them a new legacy, life.
Betwixt our peoples yawneth a divide deeper than the deepest abyss, wider than the widest sea. Generations will live and die ere this divide is bridged. Knowing this, doth thy heart yet yearn for peace, son of Thordan?
Look now on the legacy we would leave to our children. A dream of peace, inscribed in stone for generations to come.
Father and his beloved, as they were so long ago, happy and at peace. The dream they shared shall be ours once more.
Never!
Your bow!
Child of Dravania, art thou grown so forgetful that thou wouldst forsake kith and kin and consort with the spawn of Thordan? That thou wouldst dare contemplate peace? Hearken unto me, all of you! The final chorus is nigh, and all will be held to account. All will bathe in the flames of retribution. Till the coming of that day, look you on your sins and despair, for none shall escape my wrath. None shall escape my revenge!
Seven hells!
Damn you, Nidhogg.
Hells take that worm! While he lives, we'll never know peace.
Aye! There'll be no end to this war till Nidhogg is dead and gone!
So let's kill the bastard and be done with it. Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg!
Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg!
Death to Nidhogg!
There they go, the last of the guests. Having come hither with hope in their hearts, they depart with hatred and bloodlust. Until the moment I saw him strike, I still held some small hope that what you had seen in Aziz's Law was an illusion, perhaps, but he acted without hesitation, as did Sir Emmerich. For a mercy, Vidof's near wound was not mortal, or so Lucia tells me. The dragon was spirited away to Annex Trine to receive care from her brethren. We can but hope her recovery is swift. But such was surely Nidhogg's intent, to deliver a proclamation not only to the children of Thornton, but to his kindred. War is coming, and ye who do not stand with us stand apart. She was an example, a message to her brood, another instrument of his vengeance, like Astinian. I mean, so Emmerich was against the war because the war was based on the betrayal that humans had done originally to break the peace. And then the Pope had sort of just continued to perpetuate these lies for 1,000 years. And so they wanted to broker peace because it's like, hey man, that's all in the past. Let's be cool. But now it's like Nidhogg's still just actively stirring up shit. Regardless. Now it's like they all have a common enemy. The past doesn't really even matter to the ISHGARDians because it's like here you have a very clear threat that's not going to stop. We have to stop. I mean, obviously peace would be good, but that's not how life works. But this current war now is not based on any lies. It's based on Nidhogg being a fucking asshole. But I mean, we went and kicked his ass once. I don't know why we can't just do it again. And you would think that some dragons would be like, yo, Nidhogg, this is sort of bullshit, man. Because he attacked one of their own. So I don't know. Maybe we'll get to fight alongside some dragons. That would be cool. Also, the fact that Vidofnir survived, it's sort of like they're pretty squeamish about killing off characters. The only characters we for sure have killed off have been like that one sylph that I don't even remember the name of, and Moonbreeda. Like, Moonbreeda definitively died. Oh well. Alright, cool stuff. My name is Mangg. Game watching has been Final Fantasy XIV. See you fine folks in the next part.